we were drug tested throughout our whole careers. So I don't know why people go, just go get drug tested. Trust me, I've been drug tested 72 times and 15 polygraphs. So if you don't think I'm natural, when you see him, you won't even believe he's natural because he looks incredible. Almost 58 and still lifting like she is and healthy like she is. Put on 55 pounds during lockdown. And the only difference he didn't overtrain. And he ate every meal that I ate because Mona would feed me and feed him at the same time. When I say he crushed a 500, meaning he could probably do a 550, or if it's going into a meet, we could probably train him for a powerlifting, meaning he could hit a 600. We're posing out. I'm all sweaty still. Anita just got here. Welcome to the house.
Thank you.
What do we say now? How do we address you? Is it world record holder?
I was a world record last year.
I know, but it's like, but it's don't live in the past.
I mean, but
Don't live in the past. Don't let that go. What about this year? So you just set some records.
Yes, in a different weight class. Sweet people, they go on to a powerlifting class and they always worry about their weight. I'm like, fuck it. Whatever I get on that scale, that's the weight class I'm gonna get in. And I got in the weight class. Then the night before, I looked online to see what the previous female her record was. And my goal was to beat her, and then I did. Second lift.
Boom. With her second lift, she beat it and set a new world record. And did you set the world total record?
For that, yes.
So what was
yes.
that? Yeah.
For the age group, yes, I did. On my fourth lift, I did.
Sorry about that.
So I broke it on the second, then the third, I did it, and I broke that my own, and then for the fourth, for the hell of it, I did 319, and it was easy.
It's more than Serge.
Yeah.
and more than me. So I wanted to bring, Anita just got here. She's spending the weekend down here training with us and hanging at the Titan Castle. We have my dear friend and her dear friend, Teresa's in town. You guys will be seeing her. She's a pain in the butt. And then we got Mona here, obviously, that just did a sick photo shoot over for Gold's Gym Venice.
You look amazing.
Yeah, I saw the photos and these guys went down. As Teresa flips me off. Nice. But I saw this morning, the team did, and let me know that there is over 1,000 requests for the Titan crew.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's awesome.
You let him in?
It's awesome. I appreciate that, guys. And again, that's because that 1,000 people want to learn more knowledge, and I love that, and I love that aspect of you guys wanting to learn. And you can just go over and look at this. Look how freaky.
Oh, shoot.
What's
Oh my
up?
God. Put us to shame.
What?
Wow.
This is every day.
Walks around looking like
I
this.
know.
So good to have you
Oh my
here.
goodness.
I'm gonna run out, you guys. You guys have a good talk
You
here.
gonna go get some fun food?
I am.
All right.
Isn't it high day tomorrow?
High day Sunday, but yeah,
For me, it's
there's a
tomorrow.
high day every day for you.
Okay.
What do you think of the Titan crew?
I think when we first started, it's a great page for everybody to stay motivated and keep each other motivated, and I think all positive, because no matter what you want to do as for your goals, it's always good to have other people like just to give you the positivity to keep you going, and then and so I just like the Titan crew. If I have not been on there as much lately, but I'm always part of the Titan crew.
Always, you're kind of like a leader in there. That's
You're
what I love
OG.
about it. The original OGs. So the Titan crew again is, so for me, and the reason why I'm saying this is because of the fact that the Titan crew is this positive thing that people from South Africa, from Australia, from Japan, from England, Ireland, all over the world are part of, and they push each other and motivate each other. But one thing they don't do is they don't give out their point of views or information about training and stuff. They leave that to the coach, which I love, that we all stay on the right nutrition for their individual person, or the right training for that individual. And I love that, and we keep a lot of the bad information out, or a lot of the internet's so-called expert trainers out. I'm giving the information that I've learned through the years from incredible people like Bull Stewart.
Yeah,
watching and
because everybody have their opinion of how to do certain things, but in this group, like you're the one in charge. So if anybody have anything when they are not aware or sure what they want to do, like just tell everybody just wait and ask Mike because this is your crew and you have a certain way you want people to train.
one thing that I think I'm an old school guy, and so I believe in if I tell you something, I don't want 100 questions afterwards. I want you to go try it, attempt it,
Yeah.
do it. Then you'll understand what I'm talking about, and then you come back and explain it to me. Because then the ultimate goal here is not for me to collect more and more followers, and that's why I'm not going to let the 1,000 people in, because of the fact that the 1,000 people have no sweat equity. You guys aren't signing up like I told you to. You got to sign up for the Titan meal plan. You got to sign up for the Fit Plan workouts, and then the Titan Crew is free. And I'll give my time to you guys, and I'll help you guys, and I'll guide you guys correctly. But until you make that step, you're just trying to get some free information, and then you're going to come in there and you're going to disrupt this beautiful aura that I have in the Titan Crew. And that's what I just can't allow. And we said it earlier, and even Kelly said it. He said that I would rather have 100 great people in there instead of the quantity of thousands just going in there and bickering.
Yeah, and I like when people, you tell them how to do certain things and they're not sure, to post a video and then have you critique the video, which is really good.
Yeah, it's great. What we do in there is it's pretty cool and fun. Somebody will squat 500 or deadlift 500, and sometimes they do great jobs, and I say great job. And then there's other times that they get hyped about it and they do a 500, but then there's a hitch in it and they're twisting their back and stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't want to see this again. This is not how I want you to do it. But I got the lift. It doesn't matter. It really does matter how you get the lift.
Yes.
Then you get the lift.
Then you save your back. Yes.
It's again for all of us. I know you're much younger than me, and you're still lifting. I'm 150, so I want all of you guys lifting when you get to my age, that you still work out, and you still work out like Anita and me or Mona. I know the team over here is all these youngster 20-year-olds, but they're applying my mistakes and getting rid of the mistakes I made when I was younger, and they're doing the things that I was doing right. So they took what I did right, the things I overtraining and all that kind of stuff, they've taken out. So that's why you saw Jeffrey, and you guys were all talking about Jeffrey the other day, going, how did he, from January 1st to right now, put on 55 pounds? Naturally. And he had his first YouTube video. Somebody did a YouTube video talking about him saying he's fake natty, which I love that. I love that. He put on 55 pounds during lockdown. And the only difference he didn't overtrain. And he ate every meal that I ate because Mona would feed me and feed him at the same time.
And I did my best to lift your weights. Where is my best?
And he just changed form. And then he just crushed. When I say he crushed a 500, meaning he could probably do a 550, or if it's going into a meet, we could probably train him for a powerlifting meet, and he could hit a 600. The reason why I say the 500 is so impressive is because, first of all, it's off a 12-inch box, which nobody needs to squat to unless you're just trying to get mobilized, healthy hips. So first of all, it's too low. And 500, it was such a controlled flex lift, where in a powerlifting meet, you go through the motion, you use speed to get through it. So that's automatically more weight. So for him to do a 500-pound isolation squat over exaggeration of depth, he went from 3-something with bad form to 500 in 10 months. That's everybody out there. All you guys can do this stuff.
And how did you feel like your back was it
I felt like I had no weight on my back.
good?
Right? As soon
That's
as I
good.
got under the bar, I stood up, I was like, there it is. And then walked back, went down. It felt like the bar was on my back.
See, that's
I
good.
had that perfect position.
So that's the main thing. I mean, how often are you? How lucky are you, first of all, to be around Bull Stewart even just once a year?
I see him like maybe twice a month.
Twice a month?
Yeah.
It's more than me, and I know that he is going to. I'll catch you guys up to speed on who this guy is to me. But Bull Stewart is somebody that all of us should follow and appreciate. This guy. To me, he was somebody I saw as a teenager, and to me, he was like the Black Hercules. I went to my first powerlifting meet, and And my dad said, no more teenage competitions. You're going to compete against the men. And I was 19 and I went to Arizona for the nationals in powerlifting against the men. And I go into the weight room, the locker room to weigh in. And I'm standing right next to this guy named Bull Stewart. And he just had this Mr. Hercules physique, good looking guy, trim little waist, wide shoulders. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, I thought I was the only muscular body, power lifter. And I'm seeing this guy and he was more muscular than
And
me.
it's all natural.
And again, 100% natural.
Yes.
And again, we were drug tested throughout our whole careers. So I don't know why people go, just go get drug tested. Trust me, I've been drug tested 72 times in 15 polygraphs. So I don't know what more is going to make you happy, but that will make you happy. This guy, if you don't think I'm natural, when you see him, you won't even believe he's natural because he looks incredible. But she gets to train with him a couple times a month and stuff. But to me, to see somebody like that, and I couldn't beat him in powerlifting. I always took second to him. And it was the greatest thing that I took second to him because that gave me such fire to continue forward. And we're talking about over 30 years ago. This guy is still in my mind when I go into gyms today. So that's the kind of representation that he is to me as a teenager growing up and still to this day. And she gets to train with him a couple times a day. So that's a huge thing for me to see you with somebody that I respect so much.
When you gotta go, you gotta train with the best, you gotta do the traveling and get it done.
Why can't you just train with anybody?
No, because I have a goal like in mind. So like every Saturday I drive with the Fairway Way to do the training. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
What's that drive time? Because Olympia from that's an hour?
It's about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. So every morning 6 o'clock I'm on the road heading up there to train. I mean I can stay down in my little area in Olympia, but the equipment and all the knowledge I need is up north, so that's what I need to do.
So some advice to these guys out here that are maybe just on the fan page or just on the internet that are looking at this going, wait a minute, you're a grandmother now.
Yes, 57, be 58 in December.
So 58 just set some new world records, even though she already had some world records.
Yeah.
She's going around being I would say she's very selfish. I think you should share these world records,
Yeah.
maybe give one to Serge. He's going to identify next month as a female.
That is crazy.
Journey.
Yeah.
Your new journey. But again, you're lifting heavy. So for everybody out there, again, when I talk about Wolff's Law or Davis Law, which is the bone density or connective tissue density rebuild, this is something that she believes in, and that's why she's 50, almost 58, and still lifting like she is and healthy like she is. I mean, I think a lot of us out here can understand, and you've seen some people closing in on 60, and they walk around like they're completely broken. Truth is, I see guys in the gym at 35 that walk around like they're broken. And it goes back to that training principles.
Yeah, plus, as you know, especially women, as we get older, you need to lift weights. And lifting weights is really good because it helps with your form, which helps you stand up straight. All about good posture. And so lifting weight is good for as you're getting older.
Yeah, and
It keep you young.
I don't know if you guys know that, but for all you girls out there, lifting weights is more important for you to lift weights than guys. I know it seems as though weightlifting is a guy thing, and it's like, hey, let's get muscle. But women lose the density in their bones quicker than men.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why weightlifting is so important. Believe it or not, weightlifting, with the pressure on your body, helps build the bone strength and keep that. And that's what really longevity is.
Yes, that's true.
Serge, anything?
About longevity?
About anything.
Anything.
Mustache, beard? How do you keep it so groomed?
You see, it's a process every morning.
Okay. This is a 22-year-old kid talking right now. He's going to give us some lectures about life.
Yeah, tell us about life.
After I'm done eating my meal, I have to comb it and then clean
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let's go over to Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you got anything for us today?
Keyword, meal.
Yeah.
Meal.
He didn't
One
say
meal a
He
day.
didn't say meals, right? So there's my little bit of advice for you guys. Make sure you're eating your meals. You'll see today, guys, hop on the YouTube.
Ooh.
Mike called us all out in the car because not only did he have his post-workout with him in the car,
Uh-oh.
but he was eating a meal on the way to the gym. 5 minutes before we walked in, and you guys talk about, oh, I gotta wait an hour, I gotta digest. No, Mike doesn't have time for that because he's got to hit it.
Yeah, man.
So